Good afternoon all. On behalf of IOT Academy, we welcome you all for the one-day national level skill development program on Green Audit and Energy Audit in higher educational institutions. Let me introduce the resource person of today's session, Dr. Syed Junaid Al-Akbats. Dr. Syed is currently working as HOD and Assistant Professor, Department of Environmental Science, Arts, Commerce and Science College, Vikramgarh, Palghar. His educational qualifications include BSc, MSc and PhD in Environmental Science. He has 11 years of teaching experience. He has presented and published numerous papers in various national and international journals. Some of them include Remote Sensing and GIS Approach for Water Pollution and Management and Study and Water Quality Parameters. Dr. Syed has attended numerous FDPs, seminars, workshops and conferences. He is a member and a reviewer of international journals of Photon Journal Water Research and Humanities, Social Science and Education. He is also selected as a member of editorial board in PJRES International Journal in Environmental Sciences. With this, we hand over the session to Dr. Syed. Sir, please.
Thank you. Ma'am, can I make me admin? Hello?
Sir? Yes, sir.
Can I make me admin?
Sir, I cannot get you, sir. Can you come again?
Can you make me admin for the sharing of the PPT?
Sir, you can share, sir. Sir, do you have any technical difficulties, sir? Do you want me to share the presentation, sir?
Okay, you can please share my PPT on your screen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll be doing so. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Is it visible, sir?
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
So shall we start? Good afternoon to everybody. Myself, Dr. Syed Junaid Al-Akbats, HOD and Assistant Professor, Department of Environmental Science, ex-IQC Coordinator, IT Coordinator, Arts, Commerce and Science from the College Vikramgarh. First of all, thanks to IOT to give me a chance to presenting on the Green Audit and Energy Audit in higher educations in FDP. My dear friend, today we are in 21st century. If we know about what is the role of Green Audit, Environmental Audit, so many kind of the audit are presenting. First of all, what is the role of auditing? We can understand about what is the mean of audit. You know everyone about the audit. What is the audit? Types of audit, environmental audit, green energy audit, so many kind of the audit. But why the government should be compulsory in education system, higher education? It is a very essential question for us. If we saw the sustainable development, we know about everyone's sustainable development. In 19th century, if you see 1987, it is easily defined as a better quality of life for the both present and future generation. The sustainable development is very important for us. Why? Because we see the World Commission of Environmental Development, Brundtland Commission report is 1987. They are presenting UAE. It was the first present 1992. After that, they are Earth Summit on Rio de Janeiro, which is held on UAE, which is adopted the European Council of June 2001 and is renewed in 2006. The basic concept of audit, we know the audit. What is the audit? Everyone know about the audit. In short, we see what is the mean of audit. Therefore, everybody know about the green audit, environmental energy audit, environmental audit. We are seeing so many kinds of videos. so many kinds of the lecturers and PDF files, etc. But we firstly understand what is the mean of audit, and after we go going one by one, the known. In this my presentation, we are mentioning perfect what is the mean of audit, environmental audit, and after that the presentation, the green audit, energy audit, and what is the role of the higher education. So, dear friends, we first upon understand what is the meaning of audit. On the screen, we have definition mentioned about the audit. Audit is an examination of the accounts by authorized expert. It is concerning in overall business practices and problem solver, not problems finders. The compilation in audit, different kinds of audit: industrial, agricultural, financial, so many kind of audit. Madam, please next slide. Next slide. So many kinds of the audit. On that, what is the role of the audit? Audit is an essential factor for all surrounding system. If we see, anybody have to use the audit. Anybody, we are auditing yourself, ourselves, our society, our body, our ecosystem, our educations. As like the CAS, we also use the CAS. We know the our promotion is made by the CAS system. Okay, assistant to associate, associate to professor, step by step. It is also audit, one kind of the audit. It mention is that we are working about this. What are we are working in our life or our teaching experience, our academic record, institutional record, social record, and so many of kind. The first, what is the meaning of the environmental audit? Environmental auditing, if you see on the screen, we are mentioning the definition, the some part of environmental audit. That is 1970, environmental audit is originated by United States. In that, the audit, environmental audit, checking whether a company is applying with the multitude of new environmental laws and regulation. We are mentioned. Why this mentioned? In 1987, if you see 1987, Brundtland report has explained about the sustainable development. That sustainable development is clearly development about the society, environmental society. It is mentioned about the role of the environment, and this sustainable development is a better quality of life for present and future. No. If we see the environmental audit, some important factors are present. That is what the organization and interpretation of the environmental monitoring data to establish a record of changes associated with the implementation of a project or operation organization. Next one. The process of verification that all selected parameters measured by an environmental monitoring programs are in compliances with regulatory requirement, internal policies and standards, and establishment environmental quality performance limits. It is also explanation about the prediction of the process of assignment. It also explains about the environmental management system, practices and procedures. It will be determine the degree and scope of the necessary remedial or control measure in case of the non-compliances or in the event organization environmental objection is not achieved. These are some important factors I was put in my slides for the environmental audit. We know the why environmental audit is possible. It is necessary for our institutional. Why? Because in environmental audit, the government of India, NAC, so many kind of agency, we are currently working on that, and they were explain about what we are working. Right, next man. Working on the society. If we see the environmental audit, they are in present green audit or energy audit. What is the meaning and definition of green audit? We know about the green. Everybody know about what is the meaning of green and audit. Green audit. Dear friends, that is we are different kinds of institution, universities, and also working different levels. Senior college, junior college, university, so many kind of variation part we are established. Okay, So green audit is the process of identifying and determination whether institutional practices are eco-friendly and sustainable. It means what is the object of this? That objective to carry out green audit is to check green practices followed by educational, institutional, and to conduct a well-formulated audit report to understand where we stand on a scale environmental soundness. My dear friend, now currently environment is essential for all living things. We see the biotic in our environment and our ecosystem. The greenery is essential for us. In educational in institutions, we have in higher education, we surrounding the mention the greenery. Currently, the government is also last in this month August we are explaining the Har Ghar Tiranga. In Har Ghar Tiranga, we are in program. We are plantation process. We are working. Why we are plantation do in this process all India level. So many kind of program we are established in that. Greenery is an important factor for the all things, and it is mentioned in the different ways. If you see the reducing environmental impact, because the green is reducing the environmental impact and footprint, ecological issues, some of the environmental, they are producing that. It means what? The reducing of the wastewater energy cost, that is the annual saving, are typical greater than our fee and for the audit. Improving relations with stakeholders, providing the foundation for the environmental management. It means EMS, that is the short mention. And these all things, there are such as ISO 14001 at the later date. So dear friend, we are now started the which is the process, or which is short process we are explained in short. What is when we easily to evaluate or calculate the green audit. So simple, we are mentioning this PPT presentation. On site, we are easily to explain about the on-site green audit. In that, understand the scope of audit, analyze the strength and weakness of the internal controls, conduct the audit, evaluation the observation of audit program, prepare a report of the observation side by side. This is the on-site observation. Next one. So, how many types of the green audit? Actually, it is two types: internal audit and external audit. But what is the meaning of internal and external audit? Internal audit, it means what? We are easily to mention. For example, your institution expert, college expert, green audit committee. We are established different kinds of the committee in college level, university level, green audit committee, or we are environmental teachers also, where they are calculated in easy way. That is the internal audit. And external audit. What is the external audit? The external audit means what? The Indian government prescribed in a format different kinds of the agencies. They are calculated or evaluated the external audit. The Ministry of Environmental Forest, Government of India, New Delhi, Ministry of State, and every state. For example, Maharashtra state is Pollution Control Board, Telangana Pollution Control, Andhra Pradesh, Rajasthan, Delhi Pollution. The different kinds of the agencies, the state governments, they are provide the different expertise or agencies. This is the external audit. There are two types: internal and external. Internal, we are easily to evaluate it self, and external, which is evaluated by the government approved agencies. Next. There are three main audit stage or phases. My dear friends, we explain in simple way there are three phases: pre-audit, audit, post-audit. We know about everyone what is the objective of the green audit, what is the importance of green audit, impact of green audit. It is easily to everyone knowing about what we are doing. But I am mentioning my presentation some of the theoretical part. If you know the theoretical part, why? Because when you are seeing this PPT or you learn this lecture, you have self-apply or self-evaluated your college green audit and energy audit. If you follow this procedure, you can easily to evaluate or easily to prepare the audit report on your self departmental, college or university level. Pre-audit, audit, post-audit. What is the pre-audit? Pre-audit means what? It means what? Planning. You have to plan. You have to plan. What you plan? Your institutional area. What is the range of the institutional area in your institutional different scopes? The scope of audit is defined. Various initiatives during the academic year as confirmed. In our academic year, we are described the different kinds of the schedules. We are mentioned in this schedule, step by step, one by one. We are conducted the different kinds of the program related to environment. That also mentioned in the pre-audit. For example, we see create the audit team. First, you have to, if you evaluate or auditing your environmental energy audit in your college, to first you describe the team. You have create a team member and team leader, which is easily to act, understanding or evaluated the process of the divided by the sources. What is this? Include a mixture of skill, talent and perspective. To create an audit plan, request and review document including permits, a permit application, production records and reports. It means what? We have to mention the different reports. We are evaluated or we are conducting the different yearly programs. We have to calculate the percentage of the evaluated reported. We have, for example, we are getting a plantation program in our college. Near about we have planted 100 trees in this year, and they are different size, different ways, different kinds of the plants, botanical names. They are, which is the botanical name, which is the kind of the plants, their species names, their plant size, and that length also is information is getting from this report. Previous audit included corrective action and status for prior audit items. Prepare a list question that regulate would ask follow-up question or prior audits and requested for additional material needed. It means being to fill in the disclosure of violation tables as issues are identified. Next one. Then second one is the audit. So what we are doing in the audit second phase? We are the process of actual audit reports. It means what? The first phase we are planning. First phase. Second phase we are working on this. It means the college has been conducting green audit formatting and audit committee that cite the ground level rules, determine what happens, which issues and identify, conduct daily meetings to keep away information, perform a document review for policies, complaints, training. In that we have to also mention about the air, water, noise, control, monitoring and record. If you see air, it means what? We have to mention about the air is clean or some, if you are in a college near about the industry are present or not. If this industry are present, what is the effect on your surrounding environment, your air pollution? If the industry are present, water pollution create, then how much percentage of water, the physico-chemical parameter, which is also affected on the surrounding environment. Noise control, we are also monitoring the noise volume, which is mentioned or measuring by the decibel meter. And we mentioned these records, monitoring and records mentioned. Emergency response procedure, response to complaints, check the document for complaints, constitution legal compliance and whether it up to date, which we date from one, for example, we are starting this 1st August 1st, then weekly report. Today we are working that, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we are working on that. And one by one, we are procedurally documented, are compile or create a file. They have mentioned in different ways. We have the, we send the academy the format of the green audit and energy audit. I have reports on green audit how to mention the green audit in your college institutional reports. That may be 20 to 20 pages, 25 pages reports. Just we put on the values for evaluate value. Okay. The conduct a site inspection. We have to inspect your college, your institutional, when where you auditing the report, your institutional or your university. We have to evaluate the your area of the institutional. Okay, take sample if needed, interview personal operational management maintains to see if possible policies are understood and constitute a handle for these all things. Discover issue of concern. Conduct a closing meeting, listening and discussing of all issues. If you have to working or creating audit reports in audit, which a problem we are created and where we easily to solve, or self you or your nearest your colleagues or any environmental faculties. Ma'am, next. The next is post audit. In post audit, we have to take a plan, action plan for better environmental practices. It means what? The college authority reviews environmental related initiatives that are implemented according to the internal green audit report, remedies, formalities, the action plan for the next academic year duration in order to have better environmental sanitization. If you getting this year, we are calculating the green audit and we have some queries are related is this year, but next year we are this query are removed in your report. Okay, in that what? Prepare the environmental audit report and disclose of violation form. List confirm issues and area of concern. List action items and required follow-up. It means what? When we create the reports, we are the evaluated the green audit. It means what? We are the calculating about the near your institutional plantation. We calculate the plantation, how many plants are we are planting in our surrounding environment or your campus, and what is the, if you see, one plant is effectively used of 3 peoples. It means what? The one plant is providing oxygen for 3 peoples. That is the role of the one plant. Okay. Then we are the how many plants we are planting in our institution, and what is the role? For example, we conduct from flowers, we conduct from the fruits, and so many or vegetables from this listen. Ma'am, next slide. In energy audit, what is the need of the energy audit? It is the industrial or institutional purpose. We are conservation of the environment. We are conservation of environment and to reduce the pollution through our institutional, our surrounding. It means what? The energy audit would give a positive orientation to energy cost. Hello? To energy cost reduction, prevention, maintenance and quality control program, which are usual for production and utility activity. For example, such like your audit report will be helped to keep focus variation of occur in the energy cost, availability and the reliability of supply of energy decided, and appropriate energy mix, identify energy conservation or technology will be energy conservation equipment. In this, all things are the minding in this. So the primary objective of the energy audit is to determine way to reduce the energy consumption per unit of the production output or to lower operation cost. It means what? Energy audit provides a benchmark reference point for maintaining energy in the organization and also provides the basis of planning a more effective use in your sources. Next one. So the next is types of energy audit. It means what is the energy audit to be performed depend on functional, type of industry or institutional. Second, depth of which final audit is needed. Potential and magnitude of cost reduction desired, means how many costs we are used for this auditing, or we are applying for that. Energy audit can be classified into following two types: preliminary audit and detailed audit. So preliminary audit and detailed audit, in that we are mentioning the methodology. That is what, in preliminary audit, we are establishing energy consumption in the organization, establishing the scope of the saving, identify the most likely and the easiest attention, identifying the immediate response, low cost improvement savings, set reference point, identify areas of more detailed study measurements. Preliminary energy audit use existing or easily obtained in your data in this primary audit. Secondary, that is detailed energy audit methodology. In this, we are also mentioned three phase. In that, the comprehensive audit provided detailed energy project implementation of plan for facilities, since it evaluated to all major energy using systems. In that, we have to use the phases: phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. In first phase 1, we are explain about the pre-audit phase, second audit phase, and third is post-audit phase. Next one. If you see, in first, that is the one diagram. Easily we are step by step we are explaining in this diagram. The diagram will be explained in the next slide. Next one. In energy, conducting energy, phase 1 pre-audit phase activity, a structured methodology to carry out an energy audit to necessary for efficiency working. Initially study, the site should always be carried out as a planning to the procedure necessary for the audit is most important. For example, see, initial site visit, preparation requirement detail accounting, auditing. Means when we go your site, visit your site, we have to evaluate it, or we have to inform about that. What is discuss the site scenery management, the aim of the energy audit. It means what? Which energy we are utilize. Okay. For example, solar energy, electric energy, as like so, utilization in our atmosphere ecosystem, near about the system. Okay. Discuss economic guidelines associated with the recommendation of the audit. Analyze the major energy consumption data with the relevant personnel. Obtain site drawing with the available building layout, steam distribution, compressed air distribution, electric distribution, etc. Next is tours the site accompanied by engineering production. Next one. Next slide. In this, the main aim of this visit area, that is to finalize the energy audit, identify the main consumption energy sources through the plans surveying during the audit report, identify the existing instrumentation, additional metering requirement, to decide whether any meter will be have to be installed prior to the audit. For example, how much energy we are consumption through the electric, steam, oil or gas meters. To identify the instrumentation required for carrying out the audit. To plan the time frame. It means what? We have to time limited. We are calculating in our identify or auditing the report the specific time. We have to take a time to collect the micro data on plant energy resources, major energy consumption centers, to create awareness through meetings programs. We have to conducting meetings and to explain about their colleagues how to evaluate it, means how to collect the data of the our institutional green audit reports. Phase 2, in detailed energy audit activity. In this, that the second phase, we are depending on the comprehensive of the audit taken several weeks after several months to complete the detailed reports of this in this phase. In this phase, the audit report will be include description of energy input and product output by the major department or by major processing function, will be evaluated the efficiency of each step. The manufacturing process, meanwhile, of improving this efficiency will be listened. That is the process of the detailed energy audit activity. Next one. The information we collected during the detailed audit includes, when we created the audit report, you have to must save this data collection during the detailed information for audit. What is this? Number one, energy consumption by the type of energy by department, major item, process, equipment by the end of use. Material balance data means raw material, intermediate and final product, recycled material, use of the scrap or waste product, production by the products for reuse in other industries. The process, the energy cost and traffic data, process and the material flow diagrams, generation and distribution of the sites services for compressing air, steam, sources of energy supply, for example, electricity from the grid of self-generation, potential for fuel substitution process, modification and the use of the cogeneration system. It means to combine heat and power generation. Energy management procedure and energy awareness training program will be established in that. Technology, process and use of equipment details. Which equipments, which process, which technology we are used for that in a green audit, we are mentioned so in that, and how much amount the type of the input material we are can use in this that. Next slide, ma'am. If you see this water consumption, fuel consumption, electric energy consumption, steam consumption, other outputs such compared air, cooling water, etc., quantity and type of waste generated, percentage ejection, reprocessing, efficiency, that is the yield of important for that. So we have to data collection. In this data collection, we give some measurement. That is, it is important basic, avoid to wasting the time for efforts. Measurement system should be easy to use to provide information to accuracy. For what? To needed, not the accuracy that technically is possible. Okay, the quality of this data will also important for the generation, the maintaining of your audit report. Measurement exercise will also abnormal work period. Design value can be taken where the measurement of difficulties through this process. Next one. So this is the process. Can you back, ma'am, please? Slide number 12, 10, 12. Back. Next. Slow, ma'am, slow. Next. Back, ma'am. Please, back. This is the process for environment green audit report. Next, we are mentioning. This is the. We can mention the slide number 10 to above is the energy audit. Please back. Energy audit. Sorry to this mismatch the in the process of the fast repeat presentation. Batman, please. This process, audit, pre-audit, post-audit, is the process of the green audit. And next, ma'am. Next slide. Post-audit. Next. This. Back, please. Energy. Before, stop. Energy audit. Dear friends, we are seen about the energy audit. We explain about the all things regarding the energy audit. Not is the green audit. We are mentioning only green audit 3 ways, which is pre-audit, post-audit. Okay. In the pre-audit, we are planning. Pre-audit, we are reporting, and post-audit, we are compiling the all green audit data. Next is energy audit types and methods. In energy audit, we see an energy audit can be defined as the inspection or survey analysis of energy flow in the structure, in process, or the system intended to reduce the amount of energy input without negatively affected the outputs. In this, if you see, as per the Energy Conservation Act 2001, energy audit is defined as the verification, monitoring, analysis of the use of energy, includes submission of technical reports containing for recommendation of the provision of energy. Next, ma'am. What is the need for the energy audit? Stop here. Next. This is the type of the energy audit. Before we are explain about the green audit, that is the energy audit. If you see the difference between green and energy audit, they are so not so different. They are near about the equal. Why? Because same as we are mentioning in this method, we are explaining two ways. Okay, type of energy, preliminary energy audit methodology and other. But in green audit, we are mentioning three types: audit, pre-audit, and post-audit. In audit, pre-audit, and post-audit, we are mentioning about the plantation process, how many plant we are planted in our surrounding, what is the explain about the genetically and identification information we are mentioned. Each plant we have to identify, the specify, we are explain about the species name and their botanical name in the green audit. In energy audit, we are calculated or evaluated by the how many consumption of the electric energy through the solar energy or electric energy. In electric energy, we are evaluated. That is two-way. The types of the energy audit performed depend on the function and type of industry or college. Depth, which is final audit regarding energy audit, can be classified in the following two types: preliminary audit and a detailed audit. In preliminary audit, we are explain about the which is the data compilation. We are explaining which data we are use, establish energy. We are establishing consumption of energy, establishment of scope saving, identification of which energy we are calculated, the scope of the energy. Next one. Then second is detailed energy audit methodology. In this, we have mentioned three phase: pre-audit phase, second audit phase, and post-audit phase. If we see the green audit, we are mentioning audit, pre-audit, and post-audit. Here could we explain about the pre-audit phase, audit phase, and post-audit phase. These three phases are mentioned in the energy audit report. Next one. Next slide, please. Next, if we see phase first, pre-audit activity. In this activity, we are mentioning the structure and methodology carrying the energy audit is necessary for the effective work. This is the initially site visit. We are the visit to site, and we are right on the methods. So what is the discuss with the site senior management, aim and energy audit, discuss the economic guidelines association. For example, we have used about 100 kV, 10 kV, 50 kV, 1000 kV. It depend on the consumption of the electric energy, depend on your college infrastructure, your production, or any kind of this. That depend on the electric bill. Every month electric bill also is important for the collection, evaluation for the audit report. We have to use every month, every week, every day. We are the calculated. We are use how many use of our 1 hour energy, 1 day, 1 week, and 1 week. That calculation is essential for us. Why? Because we are mentioning. So we are use 1 hour, so many kind of electric energy, 10 hours, 1 day, 12 hours, 24 hours, 1 week, and 1 month. That is the calculation of the energy. Each and watts, how much watts we are use in every departments. We have, for example, we have the same 7 departments. So we are calculating every department's electric bill or electric consumption. How many consumption we are using each and every department, because every department have different kinds of the instrumentation, procedures, and big instruments. Their electric consumption is different each other. So that is the essential for the pre-audit phase activity. Next one. Next slide. The main of this objective is that the energy audit team, we have to analyze the finalize the energy audit team. In this audit team, they mention the different plan, time frame, each and everywhere, awareness about the meeting. We have to getting meeting about the related each department wise. The second phase, the detailed energy audit phase. In this audit phase, we are compiled. Next one, we are compiled the audit report departmental wise. Which department have access use of the electricity, consumption of electricity, and which instrument we are used to consume higher than the energy. Okay. For example, to collect during the detailed audit include in this mention the energy, how many energy we are used, which department use, types of the input material, the capacity of this energy instrumentation, the process of the modification, and the distribution of the site survey. Means the energy, how much energy they are distribute. One form means college department wise, one department, two department, three, so many departments. Next one. So we have used some pump machines in your instrument college, water consumption, fuel consumption, electric energy consumption, steam consumption, as like we are using in this. The quantity and quality also is information, because the quantity and the types of waste generation, it is essential for this process. Okay. So next slide, ma'am. If you see this diagram, in diagram we are mentioning about the some phases, the penicillin phases, generators, premeditation. So we are mentioning in the energy and the use of energy, which is the difference between both are. Huh? This will explain in this stream. Next one. So identification of energy consumption opportunity. We have to see fuel substitution, identification of appropriate fuel or efficiency, energy conservation, energy generation. If you have the energy generated by through the different consumption like biomass, equipment, another equipment, or solar energy, we can also use for the process. Energy distribution. In energy distribution, we have efficiency of opportunity networks such as transformer, cable, switch gauge, and power factor improvement in electric system, and chill water, cooling water, hot water compressed for use via electric energy. We are also there mentioned in that. Energy usage by process. Which process? We are the major opportunity improvement, and many of them are the hidden process. Analyzer useful the tool process integrated measurements. Next, man. Technical and economical facility. In these issues, we are the technical facility should address the following issues. Which issues? Technology availability, space, skilled manpower, reliability, service, energy efficiency measures, safe quality production or process, the maintenance of requirement and the spare availability. It is essential for us. It's also depending on the economics. Viability often becomes the key parameter of the management. Next slide, ma'am. This is the simple. Please back. This is a simple way we are explaining the worksheet of the economic feasibility. For example, we see the first investment, annual operation cost, and annual saving. In this equipment, civil works, instrumentation, auxiliaries, the first is investment. Then second is annual operating cost of capital, maintenance, manpower, energy, discrimination. That is the second way to mention in that. Third way is annual saving, thermal energy, electric energy, raw material, and waste disposal. These both evaluation is important for the calculating the energy. If you see the classification of energy in three ways: low cost energy, medium cost, and high cost. It means what? If we see the table of the project priority guidelines, the priority means A for good, B for maybe, C held, and D no. It means what? Economical feasibility or technical or risk. In this C, A is mentioned about the well defined as the attractive and economic feasibility. In technical facility, if you see the existing technology adequate. B may be well defined as only magnet acceptable. Why? Because the energy consumption is higher than the A. C is again higher than B, and D is again higher than C. It is clearly attractive. Need major breakup show. Next one. Next slide. The role of green audit. Back. What is the role of energy and green audit in higher education? So in higher education has responsibility in the relation to the society in which operates. In environmental impacts has become a critical part of measurement overall performance. It means what? We are the mentioning about the green, the society, the peoples who have to save the energy, like the greenery or energy. In the we see the review of the various studies and the best practices provide evidence on the effective use of the energy efficiency low technology that consumes minimum quantities of energy by improved energy efficiency through reduction in energy consumption. Stakeholders in higher education will be benefit. Next, if next slide, ma'am. If you see the back, ma'am. If you see this diagram in the NAC is essential in higher education. The NAC accreditation is compulsory to all institutional to compulsory to assessment the energy and green audit. Why? Because which mention is grade as like if you want to A grade, B grade, you have to this process is work out in your institutional because the green audit and energy audit is assigned to the criteria 7 for NAC, National Assessment and Accreditation Council, which is the self-governing organization of India that declared the institutional as grade A, B, and C, which is scoring the departmental, institutional ranking. If you see the sustainable energy supply, we see the diagram, energy is sustainable energy supply, because we are starting from the sustainable development. We see, we are start, what is the sustainable development? Okay, these all things are the sustainability energy supply. This is the responsible for the energy utilization. This energy utilization is also important to stakeholders and environment, and these both are responsible for the social responsibility, and this social responsibility is important for the higher education in your institution, because we are teaching so many students in any stream, science, technology, arts, humanities, we are different etc. In this different stream, we are explain about the what is the role of the environment, and this environment, what is the important of the green and energy, greenery and energy means green audit and energy audit. It is the best way to utilize in institutional workout, and we are to easily to understand and evaluate the report on the green energy and environmental energy audit. This is related. If you want to NAC is good, create a good marks or to get a good grade, for example A or B, so we are to evaluate these two audit, energy audit and green audit, because in the NAC we are mentioned good marks for the auditing. If with a visit in our institutional, the ex-chairman, University Vice Chancellor will appointed as a chairman to evaluating our college in NAC in 2018. He was firstly to asking and asked me, sir, can I give me the details of the green audit? What is the best practices are your work in your college for the green audit or energy? And what are you doing the consumption of energy to reduce the consumption of energy, electric energy? What are you doing? And he was also asking the how many in your area to establish the maintaining the solar energy panel, solar light, how many are established in your college, and how many consumption of energy we are used for the your college institutional. It is a very important, my dear friends. We have to use the solar equipment. So it is easy to way to explain about the in energy audit. It is a very essential factor for the solar energy. So thank you very much. Next one, thank you. Any question regarding that can ask, you can ask me. We'll send this PPT on your all of you through the IoT Academy.
The session is open for discussion now. You can unmute and interact with the resource person, or you can post the questions in the chat box. Sir is there to help you. Thank you all. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I have one question that
Yes.
one agency, as you said, that any government recognized agency can conduct this kind of audit. So one agency can conduct all these audits at one time, that is energy audit as well as green audit and environmental audit as given in the NAC criteria 7.
Madam, first of all, you understand the energy environmental audit
Yes.
is a properly two-way. That is an internal audit and external audit. Internal
Yes.
audit means you have to conduct, and
Yeah.
external audit. It means what? The government agency, as that CPC, Central Pollution
Yes.
Control Board, or State Board, they are describing the different kinds of the agency, or
Okay.
you can easily to evaluate by the IOSO company. So many
Okay.
companies are providing this the facility. Any company, they are calculated or evaluated. This both are energy audit and also green audit. Both
Okay.
are they
So,
evaluated, but
okay,
but
sir.
but the cost of this audit is so much, ma'am. So many companies are costing 40,000, 50,000, so many. So that's why I have to use self audit, means internal
Okay.
audit. First, you
So
prepare the internal audit.
only internal audit can be satisfied by the NAC. NAC will be satisfied with the internal audit, or either we have to conduct the external audit also.
No, if you we have to use the external audit, ma'am, because we have to certificate the external
Yes.
audit. Why? Because the agency have providing you certificates,
So that's
and
what I'm
it
asking. That's what I'm
ha
asking, sir. That if
ha
one agency, if you are saying that agency which is certified by the government, they can conduct a green audit.
no 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 no
Energy.
no 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 not government, not certificate. Private company also is valid for that because they are ISO company. It is approved by the government, state government, your government,
Approved by.
my government,
Okay.
any company. We are not used to the government, pure government. We are semi-government, private companies. The
Okay.
government have
Private.
authority to conduct, the government, central state government have some companies to authority to conduct the energy audit and green audit.
Sir, can we have, if you have any kind of list of those agencies which is authorized for conducting these kind of activities, if you can provide us those names,
Sure,
some of
ma'am.
the names, so we
Madam,
can use.
already my so many companies are, and also I am also conducting the green and energy audit. We send the details or any report on your mail. You just note down my mail ID or my WhatsApp number, and then send me hi. We'll send you, ma'am.
Okay.
Please take my number
Yes, sir.
7020.
Yes.
So anyone want to any question regarding or any if you want to
Yes,
reports on the
7070
just
7020.
no 7020
Yes, sir.
5353
Uh,
1364. Once
Okay.
again, 7020 53
Yes, sir.
1364. You send me the message. We'll send you reports. Also send the reports, a copy of report for you, ma'am.
சரிங்கப்பா சொல்லிடுறேன்ப்பா ஓகே bye.
Sir, so can you
Yes, sir.
answer some of the questions posted in the messages? That will be useful for other participants as well.
Okay, sir, but we have only 5 minutes because my next meeting is Vice Chancellor regarding on the our institutional research faculty. So we have to less time. Any question, if you have question, you just ask me my WhatsApp number, will resolve your question, sir. If you have any question regarding related to that, we are solve your question after 6 p.m., sir. We'll give my WhatsApp number. You just send me the question, your queries. Will describe answers, sir.
Sir, we will be sharing your email ID with the participants, sir.
Sure, ma'am.
We will be sharing your email ID with the participants, sir. So let them
Sure,
make
ma'am.
their questions or queries with you, sir.
No problem.
So
No
shall we
problem.
wind up now, sir?
Okay, sir. My last sentence is, so my dear friends, see how to regarding the energy and green audit, you just send me text message, my personal, you can share, I will share you the PPT also, I will show the some reports some reports for the presenting, we are presented for you and easily to understand. And some agencies name we have to calculate, evaluate the reports. Thank you. Thank you very much.
On behalf of IOT Academy, I thank Dr.
Please,
Syed for the enlightening and enriching
Please text,
session. Thank you
text
once
your
again for
WhatsApp number.
the amazing presentation, sir.
Okay, okay, just wait, ma'am.
Thank you for
Just take in my numbers, please. 7020. Send my WhatsApp number on the screen. Please check it. Seven zero 20531364. This is my WhatsApp number. 7020531364. If any regarding question, then please send me text message. We have resolve your problem. Okay.
We will be
Thank you. First, thank you, ma'am. To give me good
Yes,
opportunity.
sir. On behalf of IOT Academy, we thank Dr. Syed for the enlightening and enriching session. We thank you once again for the amazing presentation, sir. We thank you very much for your efforts, sir. I thank all the participants for joining the session today. Kindly fill the feedback form using the link that has been posted in the chat box. Thank you all. Thank you, sir. So you can leave.
Okay.
Sir. Thank you very much for your efforts, sir. It was a commendable
you.
presentation, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sir, you can leave the call, sir. Dear participants, the certificates will be delivered through mail within 2 days. Thank you all.